Did you know that in the Pentecostal church, while makeup is generally considered a sin, there is a hierarchy of how sinful each makeup product is? If you've never seen me before, hi, I'm Kirsten. I grew up Pentecostal and I talk about what that was like. So today I'm going to do my makeup routine, but explain the hierarchy of each product and how sinful it really was in the church. So of course you want to start off with a primer. Primers were considered skincare. I actually wore primer a lot, even if I didn't have any makeup on. And I don't know why I did that, but it was considered skincare and it was okay to do. Now that we've done our primer, which was considered skincare and really not a sin, we'll move on to the next step, which for me is concealer. While this was considered a sin, it wasn't really preached against because it's not very noticeable. And you'll notice that that's a key thing in a lot of this, is how noticeable your makeup is. Now, most girls that I knew did wear concealer, but again, because you can't really tell that it's there, they were fine. It's not holy, but it's not heathenistic just yet. Next, we're gonna move on to some BB cream. I knew a lot of girls who wore this, but they wouldn't admit they wore it. They would just say that they got a tan, and they would usually wear one a few shades deeper than their actual skin. So you could tell it was there, but again, they would just claim that they'd been tanning. So while it was sinful, we're still not in heathenistic territory just yet. Now, if a Pentecostal girl did wear it to her actual shade and she knew how to blend, sometimes it wasn't noticeable as well, which is why BB cream was usually okay. Foundation, no, not so much. Foundation was way more sinful than BB cream. But BB cream was semi-accepted and we just pretended it wasn't there. So now we're gonna put on a little bit of mascara. Again, mascara is one of those. If you got a good waterproof one and you only use a little bit, you could get away with it because it's not obvious. Going back to that not obvious thing again. Well, I have just a little bit of a lift. It's not a huge difference, therefore people don't notice it. Therefore, it's not a sin. Next, we're moving on to brow gel. Again, if you have one that matches your eyebrow hair, all you're doing is accentuating what you have, so it's not noticeable, therefore, not a sin. Now we're moving into some really sinful territory, so prepare for that. But we have this LA Girl blush. Blush was considered pretty sinful because you were flushed, and that would make men lust after you, obviously. And as a girl, your big responsibility was to make sure men did not lust after you. That was on you, not on them. Even though Jesus said to cut out your eye if you're looking at women lustfully, it's on the women to make sure that you're not making a man lust after you. So blush was a pretty big no-go, but not as much as a no-go as the very last product that I'm going to show you. So on our next to last product, we have highlighter / eyeshadow. This one was considered a pretty big no-no, because it drew a lot of attention to yourself. And we are to be modest and not draw attention to ourselves through makeup. If you want to do it with your hair, your crazy outfits, or your high heels, or your Louis Vuitton purses, that's fine. But a shimmery eyeshadow is too much and you're drawing way too much attention to yourself. It's way, way, way too loud to be wearing in public. And again, you're making men lust after you. What's wrong with you? So now that our highlighter and eyeshadow and blush is on and we're all sinful, let me show you the most sinful product any person could wear according to the Pentecostal church. And we're talking about lipstick, particularly red lipstick. And why, you may ask? Well, red is the color of promiscuous women, obviously. Red lipstick, even more so. And again, you're encouraging men to lust after you by wearing red lipstick. So now, the next time you see a Pentecostal woman wearing some makeup, you can know the exact hierarchy to determine where she falls on the good girl Pentecostal scale. Obviously, if she's wearing red lipstick, she's not a Pentecostal because, again, red lipstick is reserved for promiscuous women only.